Good morning, children. Get ready with your EVS textbooks and take out page number 92. Okay, this is the second part of our chapter 12, that is changing times. Okay, yesterday we have learned about the story of Neelabai. He came to India from Pakistan because of the partition of India and Pakistan. Okay, the very first place he came is Dholavira in Kutch. After that, they got a piece of land at Jairamnagar and they went over there, and the family of Neelabai, that is father, mother, Neelabai and sister, they made a house for themselves to stay. Fine. So they were not having enough money as they were living in village also. So what they do? They build the house with the help of mud. Okay. Father was busy in digging the soil. Yes, because they need mud for the house. And mother and sister, they were busy in mixing the husk in it. Husk is a raw material. Yes. So husk is mixed with sand. It acts like a cement. Okay. It is not completely cement. It is not that kind of a stronger, but it acts like that. Yes. So they just make the things. Now we are going to move to the next part, that is the flooring has been done, the walls has been created. Now it's time for the roof. Okay, usually house has a flooring, walls and the roof, the ceiling, the top portion. So in this now we will learn about how they make the top, that is the ceiling. So let's start. So roof to be made joining the branches of neem and bamboos. Okay, now the roof, the father, he made the roof by joining the branches of tree. Okay, so that is the neem tree and the bamboo tree. He brought the branches of these trees and he joined them, and then he put this on the roof. Okay, we put old gunny bags on that and covered with them with mud. Okay, on the top of the branches they put the old gunny bags. Gunny bag means what? The bag in which wheat comes. Yes, brown color bag. So it is called gunny bag. I hope you have seen at your home. Fine. So the gunny, they put the gunny bag on that top of the branches and covered them with mud. Okay, now why they do this? Because this thing, yes, this makes the temperature of the house normal, like when it is very that's it. Okay, now most of the houses around our house were made like ours. It was just like our old house. I like it the most. Okay, now again he is telling that the kind of house they made, yes, the neighbor also had the same kind of house. Generally, wherever you go, if you will see what? You will see a similar structure. Okay, so in the olden times also it was like a similar structure only. Like this kind of thing only. Okay, now children, over here it is written, find out and write. Means we will discuss the answers, but the answers you have to write it on your own. Okay, now here the questions are asked. Yes, now whatever whoever you are having at your home, your your grandparents, yes, ask them about the questions. Okay, now very first question is, where did he or she live? If a grandmother is there, so where does she live? Okay, your hometown, native place. So write down, obviously it might be village only, fine. So write down the name of the place wherever they used to live when they were 9 years old. Not right now. When your grandparents were 9 years old, where did they live? If you're having grandmother, ask these questions to her, and if you're having grandfather, ask this question to him. Okay, now next question is, from what material was house made? Okay, the house in which they were living. It's an obvious question that during that period, all the houses were kacha house only. Okay, so they were all made with mud only. Fine, but still ask them. Okay, now next question is, do they have a toilet in the house? If no, where was it? Possibility, it's only 2 or 3% possibility is there that they were having toilets. Fine, but when in that period, yes, in that period, all the village were not having a toilet at their home. Might be they were having just one toilet and 10 people are using. Yes, and if this toilet was not there, we all know what the people do in the village. Not right now, before they used to go in the open place. Yes, so they used to do like that because there was no infrastructure. So that's it. Okay, now did they have a toilet in the house? If no, where was it? Ask them. If there was no toilet, then where would they go? Okay, now next, in which part of the house food was cooked? Okay, if the food was cooked, what was it? It's obvious, kitchen only. So write it down that. Okay, next, a lot of mud was used when Neelabai house was made. Why? Okay, now when Neelabai was making the house, a lot of mud was used. Why? Because at that time there was no cement. Okay, because at that time people made the house with the mud only. Cement came later. So this answer I'll give you afterwards. Fine. Okay, now let's come to our next page, that is page number 95. Okay, so here changes in the house. Now changes in the house means initially we all know it was made with mud and the branches and like all. Yes, but now there is a change in their house. Now they have made a new house. Okay, now time passed quickly. We work hard and settle. So time passed. Yes, the time has flown. They work hard and they settle. Means all the members, they work very hard. And when we work hard, we get success. Fine. So mother and father wanted me to get married now. Now this Neelabai, we learned about when he was 10 years old. Now he might be 18 or he might be 20 years old. So this is the time. Okay. So now it's the time when this Neelabai is near around 20 years old. Now we'll see what was the scenario when he became 20 years old. I thought that before I get married, we should repair our house and build one more room. Okay, now there was no extra room for Neelabai. Yes, now if we should build one more extra room for me before getting married. Okay. Now, in those days, people in cities were using cement. Now, because in villages, they were using mud. But after 10 to 15 years, this Neelabai, he thought that people in the cities, they make their house with cement. So, why don't we use cement? Yes. So, now the idea started. They said that this made the houses stronger. We also thought that we would use cement. Okay. So initially means before, if the people were making house with cement, it was very costly. Yes, people were not having money also, so they simply make the house with mud. Yes, but in city, yes, the people used to make the house with cement. So this, as they family work very hard, so might be they were having some money. Yes, so they thought to make our house a little stronger by using what? By using the cement. Okay, now we use iron and cement. Nowadays, pakka house is made by using iron and cement. Iron means iron rods. You have all seen now. Okay, now for making the roof of the new room. So if any room is to be made, the roof, that is the ceiling, the top portion, there the rods are there. They give the support. And then the roof is made with the help of cement. In those days, unbaked bricks, that is called bela. Okay, now the difference between unbaked and bake. Usually, have you seen bricks? Bricks means what? Eat. Okay, by saying eat, you all know. So in those days, what happened? Unbaked bricks were made. Now nowadays we find baked bricks. Means if bricks are made, then they are baked. Bake means what? Bake means cook. Like we cook, we bake our cake. How cake is made? Simply we mix the flour. Yes, and when we bake it, it becomes delicious. Yes. So here the bricks are baked just to make more stronger. Are you getting this? Bricks are made, and then they are what? They are baked. Baked for what? To become more stronger. Okay, so unbaked bricks are not much stronger than the baked bricks. So now unbaked bricks are called bela. So in those days they were available in the market. In those days, unbaked bricks were also available in the market. We made the walls with them. So first came unbaked bricks and then came the baked bricks. Okay, so we made the walls with them. So they make the walls by using this kind of, you can see in the picture. Now the use of bricks were beneficial. Now we did not need to coat the wall. So because of the bricks, there was no need of coating the wall. Okay, but actually we cement layer is been done for finishing, but they were living in village, so it was sufficient for them. Okay, once in a year we would whitewash the wall. Whitewash means just to give a white color. Okay, we also built a small kitchen in the courtyard. Now you can see that side a small section is there. Yes. Okay, that is called the kitchen. Now the kitchen has a mud chulha. Now we are using a gas cooktop. Yes, but initially people were not having. In every house in villages there was no cooktop. There was only a chulha which is made of mud, and a place to keep the vessels. You can see there is a rack something, or so this was the place where they used to keep the vessels. Then I got married and my wife came to our new house. To cook, she used to sit on the floor in the kitchen. Now you can see in the picture, yes, they are sitting, people are sitting and cooking. Initially in olden times people used to sit and then they cook. Okay, but nowadays what we do, we have a platform, kitchen platform. Yes, a raised platform, islands are there, so that's it. So we all used to sit on mat in the kitchen. Now the standard of living also improved. Now they are using what? They are using the mats. Yes, they are placing the mats on the ground and then they used to sit on them. Okay, and eat together. It was a happy time when a family sits together, when a family eats together, or when a family talks together. This is the most happiest time. Daily, children, I tell you, daily at least 10 to 15 minutes, at least just 10 to 15 minutes, tell all your family members to sit together. Yes, either have lunch, either have dinner together, or if there is no time of lunch, if there is no time of dinner, yes, what happened? You can, during the night time, when the daddy comes, when the mother is also free, tell them, all of them, to sit together. Whoever is there in your family, all of you sit together and talk something. It will give you a good motivation. It will also give you a positive vibes. Fine. So it is a happy time. When some family sit together, it is a happy time. Whoever there in your family. Okay, now some people used to go out to field for toilet in those days. Okay, in those days this was common. People used to go in the field for washroom. Okay, some of the houses had a separate place for this. And there were some houses also, they were having a separate toilet. We also made a small toilet with unbaked bricks behind the house. Now this family, yes, now they have made a home with a cement. So they also built a small toilet with the unbaked bricks behind the house. Now this was the second house they made. Now we will study further what they do. Okay, the more changes. Now more changes means what? My 7 sons and daughter were born in that house. Okay, now this Neela Bai, my God, this Neela Bhai, he gave birth, yes, his wife gave birth to 7 sons and a daughter, means total 8 children were born in that cement house. Okay, now 20 years ago, our daughter Zami got married and moved to Rafu village. Okay, now his only daughter, that is Zami, she got married and she moved to a village, that is Rafu. When my son Laksha got married, we felt that we should get the house ready for the new bride. Okay, now time has passed. His children, Neela Bai's children has become big. Yeah, now it's the time now to get married for the children. Okay, so now he thought, this Neela Bai, he thought that if my son is going to get married, means I want an extra space for the new bride to come. Okay, so now the time has started to do some more we can say to build a new space for the bride, to reconstruct the house. That is the thing I'm saying. Okay, so we felt that the house should get ready for a new bride. Usually whenever a new member is going to come to stay at our house, what happens, we build a small space, whatever space, we give a separate room, whatever it is, just for them to have it. Okay, now that's it. Now in the next page we will see